Hello, hello, good morning. Happy Monday. It is, in fact, Monday, and it's quite the Monday. We have some excitement today because it's finally happened to me, and I have a little bit of a story time for you. So, yeah, um, wild ride this weekend. Quite literally, wild ride. I had we can start out with the story time, and then we'll move on to the goal setting because the goal setting has a lot to do with the story time. So, it has finally happened. Once upon a time, I wrote an article about how to write an essay in an hour, and that's pretty much my life right now. So, picture this. We're gonna time travel back to July for the story time. Hopefully, you also have a beverage. I have some tea. I already drank my coffee, and now I am out of coffee because that is the kind of day that I'm having. Well, I do have coffee, but I have a Keurig, but it's a brand new Keurig, so I'd have to set it up. But my coffee maker is dead. It died over the weekend. So now if I want coffee, I had like 1 cup of instant coffee left. So now if I want any more coffee, I have to set up the Keurig to make coffee. And I don't want coffee that bad because I'm too busy to set up and wash out a Keurig because like it's literally brand new still in the package. I don't want to just like throw water in there. You got to give it a rinse and all of that. And it's it's a process. It's not something that I have time to set for today, so we're not doing it. We can see we're in the hoodie, we've got the puff, we've got a second cup of caffeine. It's a day. So let's time travel back to July. So in July, I'm setting up for classes. Now, in undergrad, when you are registering for your classes, you log into the portal, you put yourself into the class, and then it's done. You're there. Sometimes the class is full and you have to be added to a wait list, but that's fine, right? In the program I'm in now, it's not the same. What you do now is there's like a Google form. So you go and you choose your classes and then you submit the Google form to your like grad advisor. And then they will put you in the classes and same idea, except for there's one extra step. So in July, as I am going through and selecting my classes for the fall and winter semester, I didn't do summer because I wanted to see how I felt after fall and winter. I went and I did my classes and submitted them. But as I registered for my classes, I blocked them off in my Google Calendar because I wanted to make sure that I didn't like double book or anything like that, just so that I knew they were coming up because now we have different types of classes. Some of the classes are classes where you show up once a week, twice a week, and you go for the whole semester, like my corporate finance class that we were talking about last week. Whereas other classes are workshop classes. So instead of like the full 3 credits, they're worth like 1.5 credits. And they are shorter. So, for example, I had like a managerial economics, and it was a compounded course over 2 weeks, and it was 4 days, but it was full days. And now this next one I have is supposed to be like an ethics class. It's like it's a ethics in leadership class. And I was supposed to do that on Saturday, which I did, but um it goes once a month. We attend once a month for a whole day rather than weekly classes. So fine, whatever. I had booked it in my calendar, and if you recall a couple weeks ago, when I tried to get into my corporate finance class, they did not open it until a few hours before class starts. Like I think class started at 6 p.m. and I got in at like 1:30. I think it opened at like 12, but I couldn't log back in. I was just busy and I couldn't get back in to log in till 1:30. So the fact that it wasn't open super early didn't really strike me until Monday. Monday, I went searching for the class in my list of classes, could not find it. Started searching for the class in my list of unopened classes because I can still see the classes that I'm taking even in winter semester, but I can't access them because they're not open. But I could not find this. So, of course, I email my grad advisor. So it took a few days of back and forth because, first come, first serve, which is fine. And finally, she enrolls me in the course. And it turns out that there was a second half of the course in the winter semester. So it's a full year course, not just a half year course. I thought it was two half-year courses, but it was a full year course, which is neither here nor there. She registered me for that one as well. But I guess that's why I didn't get in, is because I didn't register for both of them. So now I'm in. It's Friday at, oh, I think it was about 3 o'clock. Class happens on Saturday, right? Right? We're following. Okay. So now I go to look at the syllabus, and there was an assignment due the previous day. There was assignment due on the Thursday for the class that starts on the Saturday. I wasn't in the class though. So now I've got to quickly email the professor and, ask for an extension. So emailed the professor, explained the whole situation, asked for the extension, um, went through my classes again, and also found that there were two other courses that I was supposed to be enrolled in that I was not. So emailed the academic advisor about those two classes as well, because those you have to finish your first year. And went to class. So now I had this assignment is an essay. We have to read these two articles, and they're long articles. I think one of them was like 15 pages, and the other one was about the same, and a book. So I read the two articles over the weekend because not only did I have the class on Saturday now, I also had a class on Sunday. So now it's Friday afternoon, and and remember how last week I was filling out my due dates for that were coming up. And the assignment that I wrote down was due on Tuesday, so tomorrow, was not due tomorrow. It was due yesterday. So now I have two surprise assignments that I have to do. It was a mess. I don't know how I messed up that assignment for Tuesday. I have no idea. I swear it was due on the 30th, but then when I went in, now it's due on the 28th, which was fine. It wasn't anything crazy. I got it done. I've double checked, and my other assignment is in fact due on the 5th, October 5th. So we still have time to do that one. But today we need to get the draft done of the essay. It's like do or die right now. So that's where we are. We are going to be setting our goals. It's the new month in my planner. I was checking, and it's a whole new month. So we have to set our monthly goals. We have to set our weekly goals. We need to fill out our activity tracker and get our homework done. And then I need to jet and write an essay. So it's a lot. But that is story time. So it just goes to show that no matter how prepared you think you are, there is always room for the wildest things to happen. Like the absolute wildest things to happen. And for you to get thrown a curveball. I thought I had all of my assignments and everything in my planner. I thought I had everything done properly, but sometimes things just get mixed up. Sometimes you don't get registered for the class you want to until late, and sometimes there are assignments due before the class even starts. So now that we know that, we can prepare and we can just go with the flow. So I have Earl Grey with vanilla, Earl Grey tea with vanilla. It is amazing, nice and soothing. And we are going to definitely start going through our goals because we definitely need to start there. Okay, let's Let's share. Let's get you down here so that you can see what I'm doing down in my planner. I do like now that I can share my desktop with you. It makes me very happy. Let's bring down the secondary camera. Let's go into our sharing options. Advanced. Nope, not advanced. This is advanced. Advanced here. Let's pop us down. And we're gonna do second camera. Can we see? You can see me. You can see my breakfast. You can see I had a little bit of some potatoes, some comfort carbs, as I like to call them. So this is this week's. Let's open her up. This week we have to read chapter 8. We don't have class due. See right here, I thought this was due tomorrow and I was going to spend today doing it. Yes, we talk with our hands. It's fine. So let's get pens. Open her up. So we are not even going to try and put this in here just yet. Right now, we can see I have to read Wild Ride. This again is an ethics class. So I am literally writing an essay about one of the things I have to read is Wild Ride. It's about the founder of Uber. And we gotta talk about that and talk about his ethics and um the morality. So that's that. So read Wild Ride, write the essay draft. Obviously, the very first thing we have to do. I have started my outline, so I am less concerned, but obviously those are the big things. We have to write down email and Trello every day because we have to check our email. We did not. I see how like discombobulated I am. We have not checked last week's um goals. Okay, so this was last week's goal. Study activities. I did finish all of my study activities except for one of the chapters I didn't finish, but I will give myself that. Um, and that was because on Friday when I was supposed to be doing that, I was freaking out and trying to read the essays, the other projects. I did write my October blog posts, so those they're not like edited yet, but they are written. And I had my 3 workouts, so I'm super, super proud of myself there. We are doing October's theme is habit, a routine behavior or action that is regularly repeated and often performed automatically without conscious thought or deliberation. I like that. Um, the quote for this month is from Octavia Butler. My planner is from Cloth and Paper. But if you don't have a planner and you still want to work on getting your goal setting, like practicing goal setting and stuff like that, I do have a link to a free planner in the description below. It is my goal setting planner, and you are totally welcome to grab a copy of that. The link is in the description and it is free. Sorry, I'm just trying to get you guys a better view of the planner. So these are my monthly goals. We will we can do those. Now, this month is October, and I'm super, super excited about all of the fallness, the autumnal things that we get to engage in. Hold on, let me grab a fall colored highlighter. This is the one I was looking for. Hold on, let me take this out because it's got a little bump on it. So when I write sometimes. So my personal goal, I still want to work out 3 times a week. So we're trying to get into that habit. Did I work out this morning? I did not. I did not. I believe last week I actually did 4 times and I was really feeling good about it. Like I did feel good. Obviously, it's to complete. I really want to get all the way back in the swing of things. I feel like since my absence, I have not been as regular. What's the word I'm looking for? I've not been as consistent with posting. Not that I feel I haven't been as consistent with posting. So I really, really want to get working on that and get back into that habit. This month, I need to stick to my budget. I need to create my budget and then I need to stick with it because this is an expensive month. My littlest guy's birthday is on Halloween, so I need to plan that party. And so, of course, we need to stick to the budget. I find that whenever it comes to birthdays and Halloween, not sorry, birthdays and Christmas, I am so bad at just being like, it's birthday, it's Christmas, birthday rules, Christmas rules, you know? I'm so bad with birthdays and Christmas that like the budget just immediately goes out the window and I need to stop. Now, for my leadership class, leadership and ethics, I need to get ahead. So I need to complete the October and November readings. The reason I want to complete the October and November readings is that how this class is marked is that there's three essays, one per month. So there's an October essay and then a November essay due at the end of November. But then there are also extra assignments and a final assignment. So I need to get started on the final assignment so that I know if I need to do any of the extra assignments. But it doesn't make sense for me to start on the final assignment or extra assignments if I haven't even started on the November. Also, we are doing a um what's the word I'm looking for? An interview. We're doing an interview and it's going to be like a live interview with an author. And so I need to read the book and be able to like read it, think up some questions and really kind of reflect on it in order to be able to interview the author. And I don't want to be scrambling right before. I want to be able to read it and have time to reflect on it and go through the annotations and stuff like that. So I want to be able to have some time between when I read the book and when I actually um, attend that class. So that's why I want to get those readings ahead of time. And also I have to go and buy the books. So um, that's something that I need to deal with ahead of time. So those are going to be my goals for now. Now let's go on to this week. I know I have not filled out this month at all. So email all the way through the week. And we can see in 1 week, I have that assignment due. We'll go to Trello. I hope that you are also filling out your planner at the same time. And again, if you don't have a planner, head down to the description and grab the workbook there, and you can have a printable one. Trello. Okay, so now I keep everything, you know me, I keep everything in my Google Calendar. So we are going to head there next so that we can make sure that there's no more. I have a workshop tomorrow. Where is, I know I have a workshop tomorrow. I don't know why it's not showing here, but I can see it on my phone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing there, but it was showing on my phone. So cutoff for me is on Monday. Now, I also have today, I have a meeting with myself. I have it blocked off. I've got to do it today. Okay, so those are all of my things that I need. Tomorrow we are off other than that because we have our kitties home. Tomorrow is National Truth and Reconciliation Day. So tomorrow is, we're off. Kids have no school. Now, we are going to, what do we have here? Oh, here we go. So here is our activity tracker. We're now going to have to also make one for our other classes. I have too much stationery. I don't just shh. We don't talk about that. Okay, here we go. So this homework assignment that we're getting ready to have is on chapters 3, 4, and 5. So let's go and reread and summarize vocabulary sheet. I want to do the MyLab problems. So that is here. Chapter 3. And then chapters 4 and 5. Okay. So those are my lab problems. Those are practice problems. So I have a homework assignment due on these 3 chapters. So I want to make sure that in addition to doing the homework assignment, because the homework assignment is almost like a mini quiz, how the professor has it set up. You only have one chance to answer each of the questions. So I want to practice before I actually do the questions. So that's that. And I'm also going to do the vocabulary for these chapters, these same chapters. Now, I want to get done the MyLab problems. That's what I want to get done. I would like to also do vocabulary. So if I don't have time to do both, if it takes me too long to do the MyLab problems, those are my priorities along with finishing this essay. So let's write down our goals for the week. So obviously goal number 1 is to finish this essay. Priority number 2 is to complete my CorpFi assignment. Here, I'm going to open this up a little bit more just so that I can actually write a little bit smoother. 3 is going to be do practice problems. So even though I plan on doing the practice problems first, technically they're less important than actually handing in the assignment, obviously. 4 is going to be work out 3 times. And then I revert right back to printing. This is going to drive me nuts. It's okay. I can pretend that those are the priority. And then, oh, I need to also read chapter 8. Hold on. We got to add that to the activity tracker as well. There we go. So those are my plans for the week. Right now, I'm lucky enough that I don't have a whole bunch of extra things to do. Here, we're going to add billing also to our each of our 3 days here. And that, of course, is because Monday is cutoff for me. So that is important. All right. So those are our priorities. As I go through, I'll usually sit around in the morning and I will write my to-do list for the day, what I'm going to tackle for today. I'm not going to assign too far out because then I am kind of wishful thinking when I already have a solid strategy for my studying down here. I already know exactly what study activities I'm going to do. I know what days I can do them. Right now, today is all about the essay. Oh, we need to hand in the essay on Wednesday. Let's write that down as well. I was lucky enough that I got a extension till Wednesday night. Alrighty. So that is my plan for right now. I am going to get back to working on my essay. Hopefully, you were able to also set your goals, work a little bit on your plans, and let's see, where are we? Where are we? I don't know. I don't know why we can't do this. Hopefully, you were also able to work on your goals and get your goals set. If you want to share your goals in the comments below, I would love to read them. Love it when you share them. But until next time, I will see you again next Monday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we will sit down and we will do some goal setting as well again. So I will let you know how the essay went. And until then, I hope you have an amazing adventure.